All right, everybody. Welcome to another edition of SWACTalk. This is the show where we cover the SWAC inside and out. Of course, I am your host, C. Wells, coming at you. And man, we continuing this interview, train or whatever you want to call it. Man, I got another person in the house. Got a Alabama A&M Bulldog checking in, Mr. DeGabriel Floyd, linebacker, newest commit. Man, how you doing today? Welcome to the show.
I'm very well, very well. Appreciate you guys having me.
Hey, anytime I get somebody that just get into the league, man, I like to get you on. So we're gonna start from the beginning, man. What got you into playing football?
What got me into playing ball, I say my dad, my biological father, he brought me into playing ball around like 7, and that was kind of just me and his thing up until he passed.
Oh, all right. Well, man, about my condolences to you on that. Um, how was your high school career?
High school, it was exciting. It was very fun. I attended a lot of different schools because of a lot of different scenarios that took place and unfolded in my life that only made things more exciting and made me stronger. So high school career was great. Not too much to say on it.
Oh, I feel you on that. Did you play any other sports besides football in high school?
My freshman year, my coaches they kind of forced us. I'm sorry, my sophomore year, they kind of forced us to run track, but I really just did practice, and it wasn't too continuous because we was already having football, spring ball. You feel me? So it was a lot going on. I never ran track throughout my life, so getting to high school doing track was a little bit different with ball, but um yeah, I really didn't consistently play no other sport. It was strictly football. I might end up playing baseball again, but yeah, it was mainly football in high school.
All right. Well, hey, like I say, man, two sport guys, that's a lot of work. If you want to focus on one, you can be the best that you can.
Yeah.
Um, how was your recruitment?
Uh, in high school, it was pretty hectic. I believe I ended off high school. I think 30, 32 offers.
32, and you had
Yes, sir.
committed to Texas, correct?
Yes, sir. So my actually, but my sophomore year, I was at Golden Valley High School in Santa Clarita, and I ended up verbally committing to USC, and that was kind of home and the situation I felt was best for me at the time. Other situations unfolded and ended up at Texas.
So, if you don't mind, man, can you share like your experiences there? What led to you not playing there?
Um, it was a it was an interesting scenario. Um, Coming in, I was expected to. It was high hopes, and things went a different way. I told them about some stuff that I had going on in my body, and it threw them off the whole map. It kind of gave them red flags, and they didn't want to let me do anything. They understood my playing style and knew that I had came to do exactly what I've shown them on tape. So they were kind of just moving really precautionary with me and modifying workouts and doing different things to see what I can do and where I was at body. But continuously throughout my senior year and the time that I spent at Texas working as hard as we did, I really had no physical issues. So their restrictions were just it was very mentally straining.
So,
Very mentally
you
straining.
you how long were you at Texas?
I finished freshman my freshman year. I did my second semester of my sophomore year.
All right. So then, after that, you went into the portal.
No, after that
Or you just left.
I wasn't in school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't go to the portal. You just went from Texas to not at school, then back in school.
I went from Texas to home, boss. I actually I I didn't play football I haven't played in 4 years, and I haven't been at Texas since 2020, spring of 2020, and
All right.
a lot of different mental battles that I dealt with. Exactly, hard. A lot of different mental battles, a lot of different coming to grips with reality, a lot of different talks, speaking on what's next. Yeah, so I started making music, and that took a great turn for me. And next thing you know, life went full circle, and my creator said it's time to get back on the field. So,
Well, so physically you're all good.
oh yeah, I've never had an issue playing football, lifting weights. It was restrictions put on me by the medical staff at Texas.
All right, I got you. I got you. So what made you choose Alabama A&M?
Um, Honestly, so my boy Marquez Beeson, I played in the opening finals with him, and that's the connection I have down there at Alabama A&M. And I was just posting clips of me working out and doing different drills, and me and these YouTuber one-on-ones that I was doing continuously, and actually got an opportunity to just make sure I was there, and kind of just me and him interacted, and it was a great situation. Um, he tapped in with me after posting some videos that I was doing what I was doing, and I was making a comeback, and he said, "Look, my DC Coach Bullware, he's looking for great guys, and we just looking for athletes for real." And I mean, coming back after 4 years, of course, there's always the thought in every coach's head: does he still have what he was? Excuse me, is he the same guy? And it's funny. It was exciting to see that scenario unfold because I'm not the same guy, 100%. And for a lot of schools, that's a bad thing, humbly and respectfully. But yeah, I ended up taking my visit recently, but the interaction between me and the coaching staff, specifically Coach Bullware, was so organic and so comforting, and it was a lot more to it past ball, which is what really spoke to my spirit. So at the end of the day, it was somewhat a no-brainer, but it was a couple of schools that came in that were really trying their best on the academic side to see what was going on and see how they could help and laying out a game plan for me. So I was very appreciative of them, but we just connects and the environment brainer for me.
All right. Well, like I say, man, it's all about relationships. If you somewhere and you don't really feel that vibe with somebody, it's hard to be the best that you can be. So, Alabama A&M is definitely a good place, and hopefully, you'll be able to contribute there. Can you describe your play style?
Um, the guy most people know is he's, in my opinion, he was somewhat reckless, violent, violent, very animalistic, um, but it very intuitive, so to say. My instincts playing ball are humbly and respectfully on another level. When I was the guy that many saw me as back then, and the guy that they are thinking about seeing this fall. But my playing style now it's mm, it's very strategic. It's the best way I could put it is controlled chaos.
I like that's a good term, man. I like that. I'm gonna definitely have to keep my eyes
Best
on
way
you
I
and
could put
see
it.
what you
Most
do.
definitely.
Last season,
Most
Alabama
definitely.
A&M that deep.
It's gonna be
I'm
it's
sorry.
gonna be exciting.
So last season,
What'd you say?
Alabama A&M last season, the Bulldogs, their defense, they had some ups and downs. How do you think that you'll be able to help that defense improve this season?
Well, depending on where I end up in the defense, I just know I'm gonna bring a fire and an understanding to the game. Even though I've been gone, once I get in my playbook, I'll bring a different fire, different understanding, and I just instinct and feeling, and be able to tell my homies and my guys that's with me on the field at battle to just be like, "Oh, watch that!" Like I'll say I've really become very studious on and off the field. So I've always been a heavy film guy. I've always loved having keys and going in the game with reminders and different things that I saw on film. So me being able to put that in my guys' head, even if they didn't see the understanding of us all having that thought in our mind, okay, this and this can take place. It's just going to elevate the entire team. Like I'm just excited to get there and get to it for real, because it's I saw a very I Texas scheme and their playbook was very interesting. Honestly, when I was there, I couldn't really understand and remember too many of the plays. I had about a handful my freshman year that I consistently repped and remembered, so that I could solidify those in my mind. But Coach Bulware's informed me that it's a lot of plays and it's a hefty book with a simple system. So I'm excited to be able to get into that, see the different aspects of it, and like I said, just be able to put the fruits and veggies of knowledge in my boy's head that I could. That's pretty much it for real. I'm excited to just get the run on the field again. For real, it's a lot to be in.
All right. Do you feel that kind of being you haven't played in a while, but do you think that being able to get back out there makes you appreciate the game more?
Oh, these past 4 years, it gave me so much gratitude and gratefulness for being able to do what I was able to do throughout my life and career that I had. I got to see a lot of different aspects of the game, which is why I spoke on what I spoke on with giving the fruits and knowledge that I plan to give to my guys, because like I said, I've become real studious, and even not playing football, my studying habits outside of football tie into football. So different things, different keys that I see. Because I love this game, how I love this game, I'll be able to instill them inside to where it's like everything every week should be muscle memory for me. That's kind of how I played my game when I was younger and I was playing before my break. But like I said, the maturity, the growth, and the student of the game, student in general that I become mentally, how I like to challenge my mind, it's just going to be exciting to be out there again.
Well, being able to provide that influence and having that maturity is definitely going to help a defense that's adding a lot of guys. They're going to need somebody to kind of help stabilize that. So I think you'll be able to fit in well in that role. Do you have any personal goals for this season?
I'm not sure if there's a SWAC most valuable player or most. Is there like a SWAC Heisman or anything of that nature?
There's a defensive player of the year.
Yeah, I can't. The player. That's just. It's only that. There's no like all-purpose. There's no type of.
Well, there's as far as the SWAC goes, there's the all-conference award, like all-conference team. But in the FCS, there's the Buck Buchanan Award, which is like the defensive version of a Heisman Trophy for the FCS level. The SWAC has actually had the last two winners of that award. That's a nationwide award. So, that if that's something that you're looking for to be the best guy in the nation, then you want to kind of aim for that Buck Buchanan Award.
I don't want to go too deep into this, but the defensive award sounds lovely, but I don't know if there's a all-around player, or I don't know what it is. You feel me? But it's going to be an exciting season. I'm not just looking for defensive awards. And that's kind of a hint, but I'm not just looking for defensive awards this season on the field. I plan to be an impact to the team as many possible ways as an athlete, not just a linebacker.
Oh, so you're saying that there might be a possibility you doing a couple other things on the field, like on another side of the ball?
Excuse me?
I say, are you saying there's a possibility that you might be doing something on another side of the ball?
It was
You
a
don't have
little
to give
hint
away
at
too
that. It
much
was a
now.
little hint at that. It was a little hint at that, but we ain't gonna say too much.
Yeah, you ain't got to give it away, man. You know, I don't want you, you know, to give everything away. Let everybody find out, you know, what you got in store for us, man.
Yes, sir.
So right now, the SWAC, man, you know, it's like one of the conferences that's kind of gaining a lot of attention, and you know, a lot of new guys are coming in. Are you excited to play in this league right now?
Oh, most definitely. Not only because of the new higher tier talent that's, so to say, stepped into the league, but just being able to be a part of the culture. Like I said, taking myself down there and seeing the campus, seeing the history of the campus, seeing the history of the school, being around, being around my people, getting to play in front of my people, it's excited me. Like it's a different type of fuel, and I'm a real visual guy. I believe very much in manifestation, and I look into my brain and try and see things that I wouldn't be able to see if I opened them. So being in that field, in that stadium, I stood in the middle of that stadium and just closed my eyes and faced the stadium and just envisioned all the people like me that I get to put a show on for. So that's kind of one of the first and foremost exciting things. But yeah, with the talent that's came in, I'm very excited to play Jackson. Very excited to play Jackson. Yeah, otherwise I'm just excited to see what the SWAC talent has to offer, because I mean I'm interested to see where these guys, so to say, skill set is. I'm very used to a tight. Well, from what I saw at Texas, I was used to a very tight ran ship with guys who stay on their P's and Q's. And from what I seen at the practices I was able to attend at my school, our guys are on our P's and Q's as much as we can. So I'm just excited to see what everybody else brings to the table.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Like I said, you know, one thing I can say, man, is SWAC football on and off the field, man. It's like a family. You know, the culture is great. You know, we talk trash back and forth, but at the end of the day, it's all love. The Magic City Classic, I'm sure they told you about that game, man. It's like 65, 70,000 people in Birmingham. So that's definitely going to be one of your better experiences right there. Do you have anything that you like to do before a game to kind of get you ready to go?
I had my own ritual, but like I said, I'm a whole new player, and my understanding of myself, I'm a whole new being. The understanding I have of myself is like, I'm very in tune. I take myself to places mentally when I know I'm about to go to battle, or depending on the situation. My understanding of those things weren't really all the way there, I said, before 20, at 19, 20. And it's funny. It's a short period of time, 2 years or so, but a lot has changed internally and out. And I can't even explain what the ritual could look like now. Back then, when I was playing in high school, it was exciting. It depends on the game. It depends on what's said. It depends on the environment, everything that's going on around me throughout that week ties into my rituals, because I try and stay focused on the game plan. But it's games that took place that I stepped into a new realm of myself. And I say that to say, I'm here. You meet me on this camera. I'm DeGabriel Floyd, of course. Yeah. But I put a helmet and shoulder pads on and step in between them lines. I'm not as humble. I'm not as quiet. I'm many things. I'm many things outside. But between the lines, yeah, it's an interesting sight.
Between the lines, you about your business. All right, man. So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Business. No, I'm done. It's past more than about business. It's a fire, a hunger, and like I said earlier, it gets animalistic, most definitely.
Hey, that says a lot right there. But like one thing I can say, man, is if I can use a word, is growth, man. You've grown a lot over this time, and I think that's definitely gonna manifest itself in your performance. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you play. If you don't mind, man, you mind if I ask you a few off the field questions to kind of get an idea of who you are?
Oh, of course.
All right. What do you like to do off the field when you're not playing football?
Being that I was forced off the field for as long as I was, I found a lot of different things. And it's funny that you asked that because the times that other people ask that question, it made me laugh because I just say I revert back to being a kid. Like I, as a kid, I played football, I played basketball, I played soccer, I draw, I paint. Uh, Music has become a second job. At one point, it was my main job. And honestly, I just like to live. I like to enjoy life. I like to sit at parks and sit in the sun and just be grateful that I'm here.
Hey, that's a good that's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
Appreciating moments because you just never know what life the curveballs life gonna throw at you. So
Exactly.
you always want to appreciate. I did get a chance to listen to the preview of your song that you had on your Instagram page, man. I thought it was pretty good. I wanna check out some more. Do you have any more music that I could check out?
Yeah. I I got a couple songs out. Um, they're all under LMBDG. Now, I had signed a record deal late 2020. Yeah, I signed a record deal with Capitol Records late 2020, and I dropped some stuff with them. It's it's great music. I haven't dropped too much stuff out. I haven't put too much stuff out of specifically me, like just my vibes. You feel me? But it's a couple songs out. But more than likely, I'll have a couple of songs out, if not a whole EP, by the first game, just to be able to like get into a mode and create some excitement around it. It'd be probably some of my favorite, most feeling songs because I like making music for the like. I like making real music. I like making music that people can feel, understand, go to when they need strength, go to when they need whatever message they need. I just like being able to feed it to them in a way that they can interpret it and fall in love with it.
All right, man. Like I said, I'm gonna definitely look out for it because man, I love music, and like I said, the bit I heard of that preview, man, my head was just moving, and I got to get some more of that. So, um, what how would you describe your style musically?
People have told me I sound like I make R&B music. People tell me, well, I kind of relate more to the sound of like Rod Wave, which he calls it ghetto gospel. Um, but I got R&B music. I I, I really like. Honestly, I've came up with some flows and like put a couple bars together that you could may say are like classical or like an Adele vibe, if so to say. Um, I got a lot of rap shit. I got a lot of. I have a lot of different sounds. A lot of
Man,
different sounds.
hey, man, I'm being 100 when I say this, man. You got me really wanting to listen to some of that stuff, man, because that raw wave type of man that's been like my thing. I'm an older
Man,
guy, so it took me, I didn't, it take me a minute to get into a lot of the newer stuff, but that's one guy who first time I heard one of his songs, it like touched me, in a way. So
the first song, yeah, the first song. I'm sure you heard "Hard on Ice."
oh yeah,
Yeah, when that song came out, I was at Texas and I was told I need the red shirt. And 2 weeks before, I was told I don't need to play football ever again. Like I sat to, I like listening to the same music. Honestly, like I work out to the same music. I drive around to the same music. I like music that, like I said, reminders. They give me messages. They remind me of who I am, what I'm dealing with, why I'm dealing with it, and where I'm going. Just like my tattoos, all my tattoos, they're messages, they're reminders, they're statements of who I am, and what I'm becoming. And like it's about what you feed yourself for real. That's you become what you feed yourself. So
Oh yeah, the spirit and the body, they both need nutrition. And if you don't, if you can put all the right stuff in your physical body, but if you don't put the right stuff in your mental and spiritual body, man, you're not gonna be a complete person. So this, man, like I say, I've done a few of these interviews, man, but you got a vibe, man, that I'm really enjoying, and it's like the longest one I've done. So I want to thank you for that, because I just I love to give people different things, and man, you got a really good vibe with you, man. So
I
I just wanted
appreciate
to
you, boss.
take
Most definitely,
tell
I
you that for
appreciate
real. Is there any, like, you got a favorite food that you like to eat?
Favorite food?
Yeah.
Fun fact about me, I'm vegan. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'll say I'm kind of falling out of love with Chipotle because it's starting to give me heartburn. But Chipotle is kind of on that list. But nah, I ain't even gonna go there. I'll say um, I like doing this. I like making this stir fried mushroom vegetables. Like I don't know. I ain't even see no recipe or nothing. I just seen that mushrooms have a lot of proteins, and as an athlete, I need proteins, but I don't eat meat. So it's like I got to figure out different ways, and that's kind of just adding to my arsenal of different things I could do because I'm starting to really have to cook. So I do this like stir fried vegetables with mushrooms, and add a little bit of A1 steak sauce or some barbecue sauce, and I use these Italian vegan applewood hot dogs recently, and I wish they were a little bit more like had a little more sodium, a little more salt in it or something. But those were fire. Yeah, it's like a stir fry. I put the vegetables in the pot. I mean, I put the vegetables and the mushrooms in the pan, stir fry that, and that's like my topping for my hot dog. Feel me?
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like it's like chili dogs and shit, like things like
Yeah.
that. I'll take
Yeah.
the mushrooms and the vegetables. I put that on there. Some ketchup. I'm not a mustard guy, but I tried it and it was alright. So I say that.
So, do you think being a vegan, do you think that's gonna make it any harder for you as a player? Kind of to get your body going.
Oh no, cause honestly, so I was pescatarian majority of my life because of my mom. My mom, she's from Trinidad, and we probably had a burger twice a month, pizza if it was only on Fridays. Like I didn't drink Minute Maid juice until I was 13 years old. I didn't try pork bacon until I was 13 years old. Um, Not 13, 11 or 12, somewhere in there. So my body frame and makeup is already kind of not really too much meat and all the majority of dietary things people eat. So on top of that, I got way more energy and feel way stronger. I feel like my body functions way better and I detox way faster because of how I eat, because of how I live, the different things I put in my body. So I feel like I'm gonna have a one up on a lot of guys. Anyway, it's all about the mind in reality. So I just got to keep training my mind because that's 80% of the battle.
Oh yeah. So man, like I said, I appreciate you sharing that side of it, because that was something, when you brought it up, that was something that kind of ticked in my brain. Um, do you watch sports? You got any favorite players or teams?
NFL.
Yeah, NFL, NBA, what it doesn't matter.
Damn, I'm gonna kind of give away some. I'm giving away some info, but it is what it is. At the same time, how to stop it? I'll say my favorite player right now, I would say would be AJ Brown. Um, Second favorite player, well, actually, I'll say tied. These people are tied. AJ Brown, and I'm gonna go with Jamal Adams.
Oh, I like that one, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
That
Jamal
dude,
Adams.
that dude would, he would take care of business if you came, across the middle. He would put you in your, but then at the same time he can make plays with the ball. So
Yeah,
that's a guy, man. I remember him from his college days. So and he put in work with the Jets, and if you could put in work with the Jets, you could put in work anywhere. So that's definitely both, man. AJ Brown, that's a guy that I like. I like his game too. So those are some good guys, man. We're gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap this up,
most
man.
definitely.
Like I said, this was I really enjoyed this, man. This was just a really good vibe to this one. Do you got anything that you want to say to the people out there?
To the SWAC, I appreciate you guys welcoming me with open arms, and I'm excited to put on a show for you guys come this fall.
All right. You got anything that you want to kind of promote or anything before we get out of here?
One more time.
I said, you got anything that you want to promote or anything before we get out of here?
Nah, really just follow me on IG, LMB_DG, as well as my YouTube page, legendary.dg. Legendary is spelled LGNDRY, not the traditional way. Yeah, long live my loved ones.
Oh, I like that. Y'all make sure y'all check him out, man. This guy, I think he's gonna bring something really special to the league, and I really enjoyed talking to you today, man. Like I said, this was I kind of needed this, like I said, I had one of those days where you kind of not really up to a lot of stuff, yeah. So think people are put in your space for a reason, man. So I really want to thank you for that, and man, like I said, I wish you the best of success this season, on and off the field, because I'm not just football guy. I'm about life in general. So I wish you the best in everything, and you more than welcome to keep in touch, man. Like I said, I like to use these to kind of build relationships with people. So I'm gonna be definitely watching you and keeping tabs on how you're doing. So that's gonna do it for this show, man. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Again, this is Mr. DeGabriel Floyd, Alabama A&M linebacker / whatever the secret is.
We're just gonna go with athlete.
Hey, there you go. That catch on, the athlete. So like I said, man, we definitely gonna keep eyes on you. Welcome you to the SWAC, and hope you have a good season. And man, we'll catch you guys on our next episode of SWACTalk.